Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my Notre Dame football predictions. Notre Dame is expected to be one of the best teams in the country this year. Do I think they could be one of the best teams in the country? We will wait and see. Notre Dame, their schedule is tough as they have the 19th toughest schedule in the America. So they have like Michigan, Virginia Tech on the road. Um, Northwestern could be tough. Wake Forest could be tough. Florida State and USC. So those are like several games that they could potentially lose. Do I think they're gonna lose all of them? No. Another thing about Northwestern is that they're independent. They don't play in a conference, so they play teams in the Big Ten. They have Vanderbilt in the SEC to play some ACC teams. They get Stanford and USC out of the Pac-12. They don't play any teams in the Big 12, but they do play teams out of the MAC and AAC. Um, so that's kind of their schedule. They have two sites, neutral game sites against Navy and Syracuse. Navy versus Notre Dame is in San Diego. I think at the old the old Chargers stadium, Qualcomm Stadium. And Syracuse, their game is at Bronx Stadium actually. Usually Rutgers or Syracuse holds a game at Bronx. I mean not Bronx Stadium. Excuse me, Yankee Stadium. Um, usually each year college football holds either a bowl game or a football game at Yankee Stadium. So that's the game this year at Yankee Stadium. Looking at the FPI numbers, 10-2 is the projection for them. Um, no upsets, they'll go 12-0. They are they have a 10% chance of going undefeated, and since they don't play in a conference, they don't have any percentages for their conference. That's none. And then they have a 19% chance of go of not excuse me 19th hardest schedule in the league. So it is good. This is a tough schedule, but people really think Notre Dame's going to be really good. So now I'm going to go through the best case and worst case scenario for Notre Dame. I think worst case scenario is 8-4, and this team is really overhyped. I think best case scenario is 12-0, and they win the whole damn thing. So that's my best case and worst case scenario. So that's my view on it. So let's get into it. The game by game predictions. First game is against Michigan at home. People are also very high on Michigan. Um, so I personally I think Michigan is gonna be good, but I think at the end of the day, I think Notre Dame wins this game 34-28. Ball State's an automatic win, so they definitely get the win there. Um, and I believe Notre Dame will of course win this game. I have Notre Dame winning this game 48-3. I think Notre Dame's going to try and make a statement. As Ball State, I think, is probably one of the worst teams in the MAC this year. Next game is against Vanderbilt. They give Vanderbilt a 3% chance. I think Vanderbilt is going to be the worst team in the SEC. And I want to say Notre Dame wins this game big, 42-10. Next game is at Wake Forest. Wake Forest is they're going to be a decent team this year in my opinion. They get Notre Dame at home, and FPI is giving them a 19% chance of pulling off the upset. Do I see it happening? I do not. I have Notre Dame winning a close game though, 30-26. Next game is against Stanford. Rivalry game is at home for Notre Dame. They do give Stanford a 22% shot of winning this game, but I am still going to go with Notre Dame, as I'm picking Notre Dame to win this game 27-17. I think Notre Dame pulls away late in this game. Next game is at Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech is going to be good this year. They do give them a 28% chance of pulling off the upset, and I was going back and forth with this game, but after thinking about it for a while, I'm going to pull the trigger and go with the upset and say Notre Dame loses this game 20-24. Next game is Pittsburgh at home. I think they do beat Pittsburgh at home. I'm going to say actually kind of easily. I'm going to say 35-17 Notre Dame. Next game is Navy at the neutral site that is in San Diego. They only give Navy a 3% chance. I kind of disagree with that. I think Navy's one of the better teams in the AAC. But I do think Notre Dame will still win this game, though, as I have Notre Dame winning this game 38-20. So that's what I have for that. Next game at Northwestern. Northwestern will be decent this year. It's not it's a little bit of a rivalry game because Northwestern is in Chicago and like Notre Dame's like an hour outside Chicago. But I do think at the end of the day, though, even though Northwestern has a 20% chance of pulling off the upset, I'm going to say that Notre Dame goes in there and squeezes by Northwestern with a 31-27 win. Next game is Florida State. Notre Dame's at home. They do give Florida State a 18% chance in this one. I'm going to go with Notre Dame, though, in a 34-23 game. I think Notre Dame is just clearly the better team here. Next game is against Syracuse at the neutral site at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Syracuse is not going to be very good this year. I'm actually a little bit surprised they're giving them an 8% chance of pulling off the upset. I do think Notre Dame's going to go in here and severely kick Notre Dame's going to go into Yankee Stadium and severely kick Syracuse as I'm going to say they win this game 45-9. Last game is at USC, big rivalry game. I do think USC will be a good team this year. I don't think USC will be in college football contention though at this point. And I think they're going to be a hungry team, and Notre Dame might be in college football football playoff contention. They might be a college football contender, Notre Dame, and I don't think USC might not be one. So I think USC is going to be hungry, and at home they have a 41% chance of pulling off the upset, and I'm going to pull the trigger and say that they do pull the upset. And I'm going to say USC wins this game 27-20. So USC wins this game 27-20. I just typed it wrong. My apologies. So my final predictions are 10-2 for Notre Dame. Would that be enough for the college football playoffs? I don't think so. So I don't think Notre Dame will make the college football playoffs. Can they make a New Year's Six Bowl? I think they can. So that's my view about Notre Dame. I have them going 10-2. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. I also have other football prediction videos up on my channel. It is Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and Ohio State. So, and Notre Dame will be up as well. So tomorrow is Washington. Saturday is Auburn. So just a heads up on the schedule. And then that I'm running. And then Sunday is Penn State. So those are the next 3 I will be doing. So once again, thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. And this is McD the Beast signing off.